Hello, and welcome to my channel. This video is mostly for my subscribers so that they can get to know me and my, the voice behind the videos, and anyone really that wants to know what the hell is up with my channel and me in general. Some people have expressed an overall creepiness to my videos, and this is going to try to maybe explain that for you guys. So, first things first, let's start with the name of my channel. When I created the YouTube account that I'm using for these videos, I did not create it with the intention of creating videos at all. How one would go about saying my channel's name is simply Nyx KC. For a very long time now, I have been considering changing the name of my channel. I just have no idea what to change it to. So, if any of my subscribers want to send me some ideas, they would be greatly appreciated. Next thing, why are my beginning videos so ugh? When I first posted the part 1 of the Jonbenèt Ramsey series, I stupidly thought that I was going to be able to get all of this in 1 to 2 videos. My intentions in the beginning were never to make a 23-part series and counting. So, that explains a little bit why my first videos are kind of just hodgepodge. There's like no intro and all this other bull crap, is because I really did not intend on making a series. Like I said, stupidly thought I could jam-pack it all into 1 to 2 videos. I am not necessarily proud of my first videos. I do not and have not ever claimed to be a professional video creator or YouTuber, whatever you want to call it. So, I cringe when I watch some of my first videos because of the fluctuation in the audio and just right? I'm still working on getting my audio correct. I still tend to smack my lips and my voice is all over the place. Like, it'll be high, low, happy, mad. It's all over the place. I do unfortunately cuss in a few of my beginning videos, but thanks to my subscribers, I have stopped cussing in my videos, and I thank them for that because, believe it or not, I've been told in my personal life that I do say the F word way too much, so that is something that I want to work on even in my personal life, so thank you for that. Next, I bet that a lot of you have asked what's up with the visual stimulation of my channel. Well, for one, mine is a no-face channel, meaning I will not be showing my face to anyone. Secondly, anything that I use to make my videos, I use the free version. I'm not paying for anything to make these videos, so, it's not like I have all the options in the world to create these videos, nor all the space and data on my phone to create these videos. I'm also not monetized nor sponsored, so there are no ulterior motives or hidden agendas behind my videos. Why do I talk so weird in my videos? Well, truth be told, I am also using this channel on YouTube for linguistic therapy, for my neuro-linguistic programming therapy. I suffer from a little something called catatonic mutism, and I also suffer from something called chronic hypervigilance. Now, these are not to be confused with selective mutism or regular hypervigilance or dysphoric hyperarousal or paranoia, as the latter two deal with schizophrenia, which is not what I have. And because of this, in real-life social settings, I tend to be extremely awkward, from something as harmless as talking way too fast, my teeth chattering, to the more severe stuff like laughing at extremely inappropriate times and having inappropriate reactions and responses to certain stimuli. But because I refuse to take beta blockers, I go through something called neuro-linguistic programming therapy and use these videos as a type of exercise for that, to calm my mind, calm my nerves, and get me to speak clearer and not so erratic. That is why I was so honest with my true thoughts about the case in the beginning, because I really didn't think anybody would listen to it. Now, when I started seeing that people were taking to these ideas and it made sense to other people, it became extremely important to me to make the videos more appealing and more satisfying to the viewers, because there's a lot of information about this case that I would love to get out there. There's a lot of people that would love to get this information out there. It's just some of us are more scared than others. And with that being said, let me say this to my subscribers. The only reason why I am able to speak in such length and depth on the JonBenèt Ramsey case is because I have been extremely immersed in this case for most of my life. I'm only 2 years older than JonBenèt, and I remember the morning of December 26th, 1996, very, very vividly. I too grew up in Colorado, and I remember the day that our news stations were hijacked very, very vividly. Now, her crime impacted me really deeply 3 different times. Initially, how it impacted me was, for me, when JonBenèt died, Christmas died right along with her. All of the magic, all the wonderment, and all the joys and the sacredness of Christmas died that same year for me because I was exposed to such horrendous human activity. Every following Christmas, I was no longer able to get so consumed with all the magic of Christmas, and I loved Christmas. And, just get lost in the giving of the gifts and the excitement of Santa Claus and blah, blah, blah. And every year since then, she's the first thing that comes into my mind every Christmas. Like my Christmas, honestly, my Christmases were ruined because of JonBenèt's death. It exposed me to the people would kill a child around my age on the day that, as a child, I considered it to be the most sacred and the most magical. And all these thoughts were on the 26th, when they were only showing us that little picture of her in the pink shirt that looks like a school picture or something. In the days that followed her death, as we were exposed more and more to her and the lifestyle that she led, I became extremely hurt and angry with God. Now, to understand that better, I'm going to have to take you back and give you a little bit more about my past. I grew up without my mother and without my father. So, as a child, I was mad at God because I didn't understand why or what I did to make both of my parents disappear and just abandon me, pretty much. Now, the woman who raised me, our household wasn't necessarily religious. We didn't really talk about God a lot, so I was almost left to find God on my own and experience God on my own. So as a child, I was quite angry with God because, A, I didn't feel like He was around me. I also felt like He also abandoned me, and then I couldn't understand why parents would abandon an infant, right? Well, once I saw that someone who won trophies and someone who was beautiful and someone who made them proud, JonBenèt, could be killed by most likely someone within her family, I was almost like, okay, well, what does it take then, God, if someone who I was thinking, like, that sort of life I had imagined in my head was what the ideal life was, right? The brother, the mom, the dad, the whole big house, everything, right? Like, that is what I thought the picture-perfect family and life was. But yet, here she was being murdered by someone also in that picture-perfect ideal lifestyle, right? So I was very confused and I was very angry. And I just felt like we all were abandoned by Him. So that is the second way that it tremendously affected me. Because within, I don't know, a couple more days, I became so consumed with the jealousy of the lifestyle that I thought she led when I saw that she was performing. Because as a child, I dreamt of being a dancer, and that's all I could ever think of. So much so that I never made another future plan besides that, which is very, very stupid to do. But I became so overpowered by the extreme jealousy of every aspect of her life, because literally before that day, that was the ideal image of what a life and family was supposed to be that I had conjured up in my young little head. The married, financially stable parents who both loved me and whom I both lived with. An older brother who would want to protect me. Her life was like a textbook of what I had dreamed up was the perfect life. So to see that all bottled up in one person really made me jealous. So much so that I kind of forgot that I was more so saddened and at first hurt that she got murdered. I was now jealous of the life I thought she had led, and practically forgot, or at least put so far back on the back burner of my mind, that she had been brutally murdered. Now, fast forward to my freshman year of high school, one of my teachers gives us an assignment. We are to write a report on a cold case of our choosing. So, naturally, I chose the JonBenèt Ramsey case. It was during this time that I was researching for that paper that I discovered it was really revealed to me, and I really contemplated and thought about the sexual abuse that had happened, and then integrated that with the ligatures and the rope. And it really, really messed with my head, because I then started to get almost like angry at society, because I was like so mad that this lie of a perfect family could make another child so jealous and fill them with jealousy, which is not it's not a godly emotion to feel, and also make that same child question God and question their placement in God's plan. It made me extremely angry, when underneath all that was this disgusting, sadistic crap, and it opened my eyes even more to the sadisticness of the world, people in the world, and the crime. So that is why I'm able to speak in such depth and such length on this case. So with that being said, in order to give you guys the same super deep, thorough analysis on other topics like I have with this case, I will need you guys to suggest things to me so that I can then go turn around and fully immerse myself in them and just drown myself in them, so that I can then give you my opinion and my analysis as thoroughly as I have done with this case. I am pretty sure, though, that the next topic that I'm going to be going in depth in is going to be the McMartin preschool case, because I have recently discovered that there is a second location associated with that McMartin crime case, and I live extremely close to that second location, so I figured I could get good footage for us. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in the comments, and I will definitely get on that. Soon I am going to create an email specifically so subscribers and viewers can message me privately. I've had a few weird comments that I feel are a little private. Maybe they should be discussed more privately. And then also, one of my commenters talked about how they used to belong to Job's daughters. I would love to ask you way more questions. So as soon as I get that set up, I will put the address in the next video. But that's pretty much all I wanted to get out in this video. Was I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more background as to why my channel is the way it is, and why it's filled with nothing but JonBenèt videos, if you will. Yeah, and then also to get suggestions for new content, because I will, eventually run out of things to say about the JonBenèt Ramsey case. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and as always, God bless.